Hi there! Well, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about some beauty tips and tricks that I came across earlier, and I want to share them with you. What I'm trying to do today is to create a very nice look with a full coverage foundation, but at the same time trying to make it a little more hydrating by mixing it with a serum. It's an experiment. I'm not quite sure if it's gonna work out, yes or no, but we will find out by the end of this video. So I already used my Chanel Hydra Beauty Micro Liquid Essence and the Micro Beauty Serum. And now I'm going to intensify that effect by using the Hydra Beauty Flash. It's a product that I really love. It's an instant refreshment for the skin, as well as it is hydrating. So I'm just gonna take a little amount, warm it up between my fingers, and apply it mostly to the dry areas of the skin, and whatever is left, well, I use it on my T-zone. And as you can see, my skin immediately looks hydrated and plump. So what I'm gonna do next is I am going to take 1 drop of the Hydra Beauty Micro Serum, and I'm going to take 2 drops of the foundation, like that. Then I'm going in with my Urban Decay optical blurring brush, and I'm just going to mix these 2 products together. And I can already see the difference. So as you can see, by mixing it together, the texture isn't as powdery and as matte as it usually is, but it actually just unifies my skin tone. Yeah, I like this. I really do. I'm gonna do the same for the other half of the face. I got my foundation done. I really like the result. It also feels really fresh for my skin. So this is definitely something that you could do during the summer period if you feel like, well, if you really don't want to change your foundation, but you want your foundation to be a little less covering and a little bit more breathable, this is definitely something that you could do. And then we are going in with one of my favorite bronzes ever, which is the Soleil Tan by Chanel. It's what they call the bronzing makeup base. Well, I don't really use it as a makeup base. I actually use it as a bronzer. And what I like about this product, I'm just gonna show you. This one is poured in as some sort of gel-like texture, which is also what it looks like. And when you apply it with a brush, normally I use the kabuki brush, it actually changes in texture. So when I apply this, it doesn't come out as a creamy one, it actually transforms into a powder. Okay, so I have a little bit remaining on my brush and I'm just gonna use it along my hairline. Okay, well, now I will do something else. I am taking my Hydra Beauty Micro Liquid Essence, gonna pour a small drop on the back of my hand, just a little bit. Then I take a tapered highlighter brush and I'm just gonna swirl my brush into the lotion until it's just a little bit moist, and then I'm taking my Be Creative Baked highlighter in the color Mirage. Take my brush and apply it on top of my cheekbone. Now what's really neat about this little trick right here is the fact that if you use the lotion, you actually are going to give your skin a little bit more of hydration on the cheekbones, and at the same time, if you mix it with your highlighter, you get that dewy effect. And now I am going to create a really nice eye look with the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia, Beverly Hills, and the Party Favor palette by Urban Decay, which are these two. But obviously I am going to start off with priming my eyes, and I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion Original. Then I use the Smashbox All Over Eyeshadow brush. I'm just gonna set my primer potion, and I am using the lightest color in the Modern Renaissance palette. And then I take my Dior 21 brush, and I am going to use the color Love Letter, which is the pink color that you see right here. And I'm going to apply it in the outer corner of my eye. Sometimes it's really hard to see where your crease should start or where you should put your eyeshadow. So a trick that you could use is if you have your eyeshadow palette like this, you actually put your mirror like this, and then you tilt it underneath your eyes and face, and you just look down, which will help you identify the natural shape of your crease, and that way you can blend it out a little bit easier. Okay, so now that we identified our crease, we are going in with a blending brush, and in this case I use I think this is one of the Urban Decay eyeshadow brushes from one of the palettes. I'm not quite sure which one. I think it's the honey one, but I'm just going to use the fluffy side over here and just blend everything. And after that I'm just gonna blend it out towards the end of my eyebrow as well. I use the lightest color again from the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm going to apply this underneath my eyebrow. So now with a clean brush, this is the 239 brush by MAC, I'm going to dab into the color 1 Fresco, and I'm going to apply this right over here. Go in again with my Dior brush to fade the lines a little bit. And now for the cool trick that I learned recently. I'm going to take my eye cream by Sisley. I am going to take a small amount of eye cream on my fingers, warm it up until it's really soft and creamy. I'm taking my Urban Decay Party Favor palette, and I am going to use the color Sugar High. I am mixing it with the eye cream that I just used, and that way I create a cream eyeshadow. The reason why I use Sisleÿa eye cream, it's because it's one of the few eye creams that you can actually use on your eyelids themselves. Most eye contour creams are used to use around the contour of your eyes, meaning it's kind of like the bone structure that you feel right here and right over here. But this Sisleÿa one you can actually use on your eyelids, and that is something that I really like because, as you can see, I have quite a large amount of skin right over here. It's starting to loosen up a little bit, and that's why I'm using this eye cream right here in order to slow down the aging process. Now I am using a wing liner, and I am going to use the color Cypress Umber as a soft and delicate eyeliner. You might want to think like, okay, that's a powder, that won't do much. Now, in order for this to become an eyeliner, I am going to use another trick, which is mixing it with the setting spray by Urban Decay. So I already applied a gentle amount of eyeshadow on top of my eye brush. I just spritz it a couple of times, and then I'm using it as an eyeliner. The reason why I use the dark brown shade right now is because I don't want my eyeliner to be too harsh, so occasionally I use brown. Every look needs a mascara, and my current favorite is Le Volume Stretch de Chanel, which is a 3D printed brush, and it just creates one of the most lovely volumized lashes ever. So next thing is lipstick, and I am going to use the Chanel Rouge Coco in the color Jean, and it's a color that will match perfectly with the Modern Renaissance palette of Anastasia Beverly Hills. What I'm gonna do first is I am going to draw the Cupid's bow of my lips as well as the center of my lip, and then I'm just going to connect it towards the corners of my mouth. If you are like me and you like to make sure that your blush matches your lipstick, there is another cool trick that you can do. As I showed you before, you can use a lotion to mix it with your highlighter, but you could also do the same thing by mixing a lotion and a lipstick. That way you create a really nice and dewy blush. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to take a small amount of lipstick, like that, and I take a tiny drop of my lotion. I have a brush by Chanel, which is included in the Sublimage foundation, and I'm just going to mix the two together. And voila! I applied it on the apples of my cheek to get that healthy glow, and all that's left for me to do now is use the setting spray by Urban Decay to fix my makeup, and then I'm good to go for the rest of the day. So those were my tips and tricks for you today. So give a thumbs up if you like this video, leave some comments down below what your thoughts are about the tips and tricks that I shared here. If you would like to see certain topics to be discussed or to be filmed, just put it in the comments as well. And if you really liked this movie and you want to be up to date with everything that I do, then make sure to subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram as well if you want to see some beauty shots of the products that I have. Thanks again for watching and see you next time. Bye bye!